Maury asks, is there testing that isn't exploratory? We may have touched on it earlier before, but is there testing that isn't exploratory?
This is an interesting question. It's a very divisive question.
yeah, indeed. Right, here we go. Where's the popcorn?
So, it depends about how we frame testing. And I will do the cop-out answer, and I will say different people are defining testing differently. So, and much like we define quality assurance differently, I would say that testing, for me, testing is the art of finding out information about that product, about that design, about that idea, and sharing it to help drive forward design decisions or help share an understanding of quality about it. Now, if we do that via things that we already know, we're not really finding out new information, but we're asserting against things that we already know. That can be testing at one level, what we call checking, to say, yeah, it's still doing that. Yeah, it's still doing that. Because the information that we're now finding out about it is this still continuing the way that we want to? So for me, I would say, testing is testing. Checking is testing, really. We are finding out information. It's the information that it still works. We didn't know that. We made assumptions that it still worked and it was less risky, but we're still finding it out as well. But again, exploratory testing is testing as well. As much as, say, static analysis, as much as sharing information with people, asking questions in a Three Amigos, or as I've rebranded it to, Triforce. Triforce, it's less gendered. Because Three Amigos, that's so 90s. We're not gendered anymore. Call it Triforce. It's much more fun.
I'm gonna try and amplify that.
Do it. So all these types of things are testing inherently, because what we're doing is we're uncovering information about something to share it with people, to drive up quality, to champion quality, and also to help make those design decisions. So if we try to start gatekeeping what testing is, and I learned this, I did a Twitter post about, is manual testing, and, the feedback that I got, it's gatekeeping at the end of the day. If we're saying that certain people with certain skills are not testers, are not testing, because we've decided that, it's gatekeeping. So let's bring everyone on board and say, it's all testing. It's different types of testing, and they all have their purpose, and they all have their use. And my trifle does not contain minced beef, unfortunately, but my sausage rolls were in the microwave. That's a chat comment from way back. I hope, like I say, cop-out answer. It's all testing. Exploratory testing is a specific type of testing that we do to uncover unknowns and share those unknowns back to other people.